Hello everyone, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is my monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my beautiful Cancerians, and it's for October 2018. So it's for you, my gorgeous Cancerians, and it's for October 2018. This month is going to be the month of progress. This month is very much so also going to be very important when it comes to your karma, when it comes to things that have been bothering you for a while, and when it comes to those things that were kind of preventing you to move on. Lots of Cancerians have been really busy with certain aspects of your lives, with certain areas of your lives. But when it comes to emotions, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to friends and things like that, on an emotional level, this is going to be really important month because you have got number 11. Number 11 in numerology, it's all about you finally dealing with those things that were kind of like waiting for you to deal with. You know, you're gonna finally kind of deal with those things in your life when it comes to your emotions, when it comes to things that have been brewing for a while, but you just didn't know what to do. Karmically and energetically, October is going to be different. The reason why it's going to be different, especially when it comes to you Cancerians, is because you're finally going to be able to see the progress. But it's not going to be as much as about the progress, like it's going to be about the actual realization. And this is where number 11, actually number 11 is coming in. Also, it's very important because this is where the new stage is going to come. This is when the new idea is going to be born. And this is where the new realization is going to become really important, because that particular realization that you are going to have, it's a lot to do with what you're going to do next and what you're going to be focusing on, that is going to take your mind away from certain things. Number 11 is also a very significant number when it comes to the actual financial situation and when it comes to health. The health is going to improve, okay, but when it comes to the actual energy levels, this is going to be the month when you're going to feel a little bit more tired, and you're just going to kind of need to pay attention to, you know, not drinking too much coffee, or like, you know, like just basically don't try to take things with the caffeine in, because this is just all like, it's an illusion. It doesn't really work and it's not really good for us. It's not really good for you. But my point is that you're going to learn how to balance yourself out without using any additional things and things like that. Number 11 is also the most importantly trying to let you know, this is the biggest important thing about number 11 now. Most importantly is trying to let you know that your life is about to change. Your life is changing and you're about to go on a different journey. This particular journey that is going to start, this particular journey that you're going to go on, it will be very significant, and it's going to be connected to very much so what was happening in January 2018. So January 2018 is going to be directly connected to October 2018. It is the continuation. The first number 1 was in January. The second number 1 is actually going to be in October. This is going to be very important, but it also means that you needed to go. You had to go through certain things emotionally in between January and in between October, because that was part of your spiritual journey. That is a very important indeed. When it comes to your health, this is a very important time to completely try to take care of your diet. Focus on your diet. Think about your diet, because this is where it is the energy going to be very significant. And the reason why I need you to think about your diet, I need you to focus on your diet and see what you need to add, what need to change. I mentioned this before in my previous readings. Your very sensitive signs when it comes to your bones in general, when it comes to circulation, and when it comes to your digestion. So now the digestion is going to play a really important part, a really important role. And what you need to do in order to actually go with this energy, you just need to like kind of pay attention to what you eat, like in such a sense that you need to like change things a little bit, change them. Think about your health and think about, you know, things like that. You know, think about your health in general, think about your putting yourself, and just enjoy things that you eat, enjoy things things that you take in such a way where you're going to be able to focus on the fact how healthy they are for you, and that in itself is going to create a really wonderful energy. And on the other hand, this is going to be a brilliant motivation. When it comes to long ailments, and those of you that are waiting for long ailments to improve, this month is also going to be quite significant, because this month is going to most certainly bring a good news when it comes to those of you suffering like from long ailments. And also you will find yourself this month to like be needing water. You're going to need to drink lots of water. You're going to find yourself quite thirsty, okay? So this is what I highly recommend. Try to stick to water rather than drinking some juices that are not good for you and things like that. Please try to stick to water. Water is the best. Okay, so going on the first day that is going to be quite significant for you, my beautiful Cancerian babies, it's going to be the 5th of October. Now the 5th of October is going to be very significant, because this is going to be when the change is going to directly come through. This is going to be when the change is just going to directly come in such a way that it's going to make literally an edit, you see, and it is going to be your own transition, and it is going to be your own change. And what is this going to do to you? What's going to happen to you? And how is this what effect this is going to have on you? It's all going to boil down to one, like a reversal of your life. You will want to do things, you will find things that you have been doing so far a little bit boring, a little bit negative, but not in a bad way. What you were focusing on, you will just come with a little clash of feelings, clash of emotions. And this is really good, because your particular journey is coming to an end. So those things that have been driving you crazy, those things that you just couldn't understand, those things in your life that were slowing you down, an emotional side of your life, of your relationships, what you wanted to do, you felt like a little bit of a blockage. You weren't too sure whether things are just going towards the right direction. But trust me, after the rain, it's going to be a beautiful sunshine. After the rain, after the heavy storm, the most beautiful sunshine is going to shine on your life. And this is how I can describe the 5th of October. So it is going to be, this is going to involve in you basically wanted to kind of have your own rebirth. And in order to do your own with it's going to come with a little tricky that I'm saying that it's going to come. These are my words, sorry about that, but with a little tricky situation that is going to arise. It's going to be the fact that you're just going to have to kind of sacrifice something. This little rebirth that you're going to be going through, it's going to involve you in you like sacrificing something, sacrificing a certain stage of your life, a certain part of your life, in order to get where you need to get. But this is all going to resolve in your own personal rebirth. This is going to be good. This is going to be brilliant, because you're going to feel the energy and power and optimism that you didn't feel before. So all the negative feelings that you had and all the confusion that you had, especially that comes from your emotional life, that things hasn't been maybe the best, because the loss of intentions were going towards the different directions and the balance wasn't just right. It is just going to become a really great motivation as well. You will be able to recognize things about your life that you didn't kind of recognize before, and these recognitions that you are going to have about the personal things in your life are going to become your own motivation. So this is the 5th of October. It's actually going to be really good, and it's absolutely perfect day to start something new, because you will be full of ideas on this particular day. So if you want to kind of start anything new, try anything new, the 5th of October will be absolutely brilliant. The second important day is going to be on the 12th of October. Now the 12th of October is going to be very significant, because some kind of important news is going to come to you, important realization is going to come to you, and it's going to be connected to somebody who is traveling. It's going to be connected to somebody who is like have some kind of connections abroad, somebody who is here but somebody who is there, and that particular person is also going to have a very significant like energy, and that particular significant energy that this person is going to have, it's also going to be really good for you, because it's going to help you to reflect. You will find yourself in a situation where you're going to think about something completely different, and you're going to find yourself thinking about a certain side of life and certain part of your life, how it would be, what it would be, what if this happened, what if that happened. But remember, it's all going to be connected to some kind of journey. It's all going to be connected to somebody who is on some kind of journey, or somebody who has got like a really big connections abroad. But this is going to be really good, because this is something that you really need, and because it's going to help you to abandon the certain part of your life, because it's really time to move on. You have been feeling very passionate about certain areas in your life. You have been going through all sorts of stages this year, and sometimes it was really brilliant, and sometimes it was really difficult. When it comes to work, career, finances, it's been a struggle, but a good struggle, because I suppose in a way that was all kind of going towards the right direction. And also when it comes to emotions, there were really big things happening and really big things going on, and that's why you're just going to find yourself being attracted to the little bit different side of life, different part of life. And this is only because your spiritual journey as it is now, it's coming to an end. 2019 year is going to be, my goodness, it's going to be really, really powerful when it comes to you, my beautiful Cancerians. And this is all going to make sense later on. You will see exactly what I mean. And when it comes to the actual journey, traveling and things like that, the 12th of October, it's also going to be significant, because there is some kind of journey that you're going to have, some kind of plan. You're going to either plan some kind of journey trip, or you will be gone on some kind of journey trip. But it's very important to say this, because it's some kind of realization, very powerful realization that you're going to have, and this is going to be very spiritual. On the spiritual level, it's going to reflect on you really nicely, and it's going to reflect on people around you that have been maybe worrying about you, about the certain stages in your life. I highly recommend something like a black obsidian. Black obsidian is absolutely beautiful. Look at this black obsidian crystal. It comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain. And if you would like to buy this, you can get this on my website, and the link is in the description below. And I highly recommend this, because I think that you're going to benefit from a black obsidian, because it has got this ability to actually ground you really beautifully, to ground you, because I think that you're going to need a little bit of grounding throughout October, because a lot is going to be happening, and there's certain decisions you're going to be making are just going to make you feel like a little bit like in between. So that's why I think it's really important to wear like a black obsidian. And also on another hand, it helps you to make decisions, and it helps you to make the best possible decisions, and it also protects you against all sorts of negative energies, of course. So I highly recommend to get something like this. The third important day, my beautiful Cancerians, is actually going to be on the 31st of October. La la la! Now the 31st of October is my favorite day, but it's not about me, it's about you. But the reason why this day is my favorite day in the whole year, because it's just a wonderful, it's magical. They call it Halloween, I call it Samhain. It all depends how people call it, but it's basically a very powerful day. And you know, it's the most powerful day when it comes to spirit world, our past relatives, our relatives that have passed away, our friends that have passed away. They're all around us all the time. But especially on the 31st of October, it's wonderful, because there's going to be a really strong connection with the people that have passed away. And the actual veil in between this world and the spirit world is at its thinnest. And this is why we'll be able to connect to all sorts of things, to feel all sorts of things, to get all sorts of information. And if there is someone from your family or someone that died or passed away, you know, talk to them on the 31st of October. They will be able to hear you, and most likely they will respond to you. They do respond always, but whether we hear to them or not, that's another issue. That's completely different things, but they do always respond. But because the veil is always so thin on the 31st, it's more chance for us to hear them. So this is why I'm saying it's so powerful. But it's going to be a very interesting day, because your day on the 31st of October is going to start very strange, very unusual, and you're going to feel a little bit sad, a little bit negative. Please don't get me wrong. This is great. This is the way life is. This is the way the balance is. and you're going to feel a little bit negative because somebody had an influence on you that left a little bit of bitter taste in your mouth, okay? And this happened in your past, and this is basically, it's just something that a little bit surprised you, made you realize certain things about someone, but then on another hand, it's also made you feel like a little bit negative about yourself, a little bit negative about certain situations in your life, because it's just made you realize, oh, it's just a hard work, it's just something little and something insignificant is just going to turn out to be a little bit more significant and a little bit more interesting when it comes to your life. But also, on the other hand, this is going to be really great because these particular worries are going to bring something in, the realization that it's going to bring a balanced force and harmony. And it's also, on another hand, going to make you realize certain things about your life, and that in itself is going to prepare you for a really big stage and really big journey when it comes to your life. So there is a very particular realization that you are going to have, and someone very, very, very significant from your past, somebody who died, somebody who passed away, somebody who's not part of this world anymore, is going to get in touch with you on the 31st of October. And the way they are going to get in touch with you, it's so much going to be connected somehow through the nature or some kind of nature. It's going to play a really important role when it comes to this. Just watch for all sorts of signs, my beautiful Cancerians, because there is a message going to be waiting for you. Okay, right, going to the first part of October 2018. The first week of October 2018, it's going to make you realize, it's going to make you feel really proud about yourself. October is going to start in such a sense where you're going to just be able to look at your life, look at yourself, and things that were keeping you negative, and things that you were uncertain so far. Now they're going to have a really nice yin-yang turnaround. It's going to be very significant because it's going to reflect on you in a positive way. Now it's been negative maybe. You were just kind of wanting a little bit different, wanting a little bit more, but now this turnaround of the energy is just going to cause you to make you realize how happy you are and how much you have in your life, instead of just thinking about negative things and things like that. And also there is some kind of a court case, or someone is going to try to decide something for you, something to do with some kind of decision that you've been waiting for a long time, or you've been waiting for a while, and the decision is going to be really, really good and balanced, and you're going to like the decision, and that was something that you were worrying about. And on another hand, this is going to make you even stronger, and it's going to test your stamina, and you're going to realize how strong you are and how powerful you are. And also there is a certain friend, an idea that is going to come to the certain person who you know, certain person who you appreciate a lot, and that idea that you are going to have at the beginning of October, it's going to make you a little bit indecisive, because there are going to be two things that you are going to be really emotionally attached to. And these two things that you are going to be emotionally attached to are just going to make you think about your relationship, make you think about your partner, if you have got a partner, if you have got a boyfriend, husband, wife, girlfriend, or also if you haven't got a partner, you're just going to feel like you really need to have a partner, you really want to have a partner, you're going to feel like you want to have some kind of romance. Maybe so far you were just focusing on different things. Maybe so far karmically it wasn't the right thing, it wasn't spiritually the right time, but now there's just kind of you will be ready to feel love, you will be ready to have love, you will be ready to kind of live your life with somebody. So there's going to be lots of focus on a romance and a romantic side of life. You will feel like you want to be with someone and things like that, and that's just really good. And that's why I said that October is going to be very significant, because lots of new doors are just going to start opening, but it's all going to have a kind of new meaning. By the time we get to the mid-October 2018, I can see some kind of money coming through. I can see some kind of money coming forward. I can see inheritance that is going to come through at around the mid of October 2018. If you don't get inheritance inheritance straight away then and there. That particular inheritance, you're going to hear news about something about that, you're going to hear about it, and of course there are other people going to be part of it and things like that, of course. But also, if you haven't got any inheritance, if you haven't got any family, or if you haven't got anybody to leave inheritance, you know, it's not like that everybody has got a family, you know. Some people don't have family, and if you don't have family, if you don't have anyone who could leave inheritance, there is going to be some kind of money that is going to come towards you, that is going to travel towards you, and it is going to surprise you, and it is going to be really good, it is going to be really brilliant, but other people are of course going to be part of it. That in itself is something that you wanted. That in itself is something that you needed, because this is going to give you the whole new inspiration and the whole new potential, and there is a big wish that you will be able to do, a big move that you're going to be able to make in order to this, and the financial situation is going to start improving really greatly. When it comes to those of you that are working, the mid of October is going to be absolutely bombastic, because it's going to be great and it's going to be very positive time. If you want to be noticed by your boss, by your manager and things like that, this is going to be absolutely brilliant time. I highly recommend good old Moldavite. Moldavite. One of the most powerful crystals out there. This crystal is absolutely amazing, ridiculously powerful, and very significant when it comes to our own personal protection, but it's also very good when it comes to balance, when it comes to our work, when it comes to our career, when it comes to our finances. This beautiful crystal has got the ability to attract all these, and it's very, especially when it comes to things changing, and especially when we are focusing on work, career and finance, you want them to be better. By wearing Moldavite, you are kind of attracting this into your life much easier. This Moldavite comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and I highly recommend this, okay, to wear throughout of October and always, really. And actually the link for this is in the description, so if you see the description you will find a link to it, and this is something that I highly recommend, okay. Moldavite, beautiful, powerful crystal. So there is going to be a great honor that you are going to receive from your manager, from your boss, and this is going to be absolutely brilliant, and it's going to put a big smile on your face. If you're looking for a job, mid-October also is going to bring something really significant in, some kind of vision, something really powerful. And there is going to the job that is going to come, and you're going to feel really honored by that particular job that is going to come through. That is going to come forward. It's going to be very much so connected to the big learning experience, but it's just going to make you really motivated. Just the fact that you were like chosen for you, or just the fact that you're actually able to do this. And I think that's absolutely brilliant, because that is just going to motivate you. It's going to be great for your motivation, and it's going to be brilliant, and it's going to be directly connected to some kind of idea that you are going to have, you see? And it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. Okay, now the third part of October 2018 is just like, because things started working out for you, because things started to change, because things started changing finally. This is brilliant. The last part of October, it's all going to be about you socializing with people, all going to be about you socializing with your friends, being with your friends, having a great time, and being with your family. This is going to be the joy. This is going to be, it's a lot about your own happiness, that your family is happy about, the people around you are happy about, and this is why this is going to be absolutely great time. And also another thing that I was going to say, the certain family member is also going to have a really good news, and this particular family member was struggling, something wasn't going just that right, that great, and that is going to be brilliant, because everybody else is going to be able to relax after this moment, after this point. If you haven't got a family, as I said before, this could be somebody who maybe is maybe your really good friend that you've been worrying about, that throw you out of balance a little bit, and this is why you were affected by it, you see. And also the last part of October is going to bring you creativity. You will want to explore things. You will feel like you want to try something new. Whatever you feel like you want to try, whatever you feel like you want to go, maybe you want to go and travel somewhere new, maybe you you want to visit new places, maybe you want to try new hobby. Whatever you do, whatever you feel close to, whatever you feel drawn to, just go for it, because you're going to feel free. When you felt before like your hands were tied, now this is going to turn and it's going to make you feel completely different. Great time when it comes to teamwork. There is something really big going to happen when it comes to teamwork. Whether you work, whether you're about to start working, whether you're retired, it depends where you go and what to do. The teamwork means that other people are going to be, of course, connected to it, and there's going to be really great news, great time, because there is a financial opportunity going to come through also. Financial opportunities coming forward, and especially if you were looking for some kind of financial opportunity, just expect it to happen at the end of October, because there is an apprenticeship coming forward. You don't need to move your job, you don't need to leave your job work or anything like that, but there is some kind of apprenticeship coming forward, which is brilliant as well. More responsibility, more money, you know, a little bit more time to spend at work, maybe a little more energy to spend at work, maybe, but it's just most certainly going to be the step in the right direction, and really great celebration by the end of October, because things are finally going to start moving on, things are finally going to start working for you. So I think that is going to be brilliant. I can see you and your friends gathered and just having a really great time in celebration. And it's a lot to do with your healing, it's a lot to do with your life in general, and it's a lot to do with a new direction. Okie dokie, so now I'm going to shuffle these cards, my beautiful Cancerians. I like to smell cards. I know it sounds weird, but I like to smell things. Oh dear, dear, dear. Okay, so now I'm going to shuffle these cards, my beautiful Cancerians, and I'm going to concentrate to those of you that are actually in relationship. Cancerians that are in relationship, I'm going to shuffle these cards and I'm going to see what's going to happen in October 2018. I'm going to put your energy in here. Cancerians, October 2018. Cancerians in relationship. Okay. Okay. All right, okay, interesting. Very, very interesting indeed, because it looks like that it's a lot going to start and it's a lot going to be happening when it comes to your partner's financial situation, when it comes to your partner's career. This is going to be a very significant time, because there is something going to change on better. There is something going to start working in direction that you wanted to work. The balance that you had before was kind of directed from you. The balance that you had before was directed from your side. This is when it comes to finances. This is when it comes to financial situation. This is when it comes to financial decision makings and things like that. I'm not saying that your partner wasn't doing anything or anything like that. Do not get me wrong. I'm just saying that mainly, and it was very significant and it was very powerful when it comes to decision making and business and things like that. It was very much strong, so a lot coming from your side. Your partner is about to receive a really good, it's not a news really, sorry, but your partner is about to go through the very good change, the very powerful change when it comes to their work and career. It's going to become really significant, it's going to become really busy, but when it comes to the financial situation, this is going to have an amazing reflection. And it's not only about that, some kind of recognition that your partner is going to have, really important recognition, and this is going to be able, this is going to enable, yeah, is that a word? Yeah, your partner is going to be able to actually go on this next step of their journey, of his journey or her journey, when it comes to their work and career. And also there is a really nice surprise that you are going to have, really nice surprise that your partner is going to bring, and this surprise is going to come through as a treating you, as a taking you somewhere new, as a giving you a little surprise, as a giving you some beautiful flowers, or taking you somewhere new, taking you somewhere out. However, this is going to be really great time for you and your relationship, and your relationship is going to go through a really nice healing, which means that the balance wasn't as perfect, that the balance wasn't as great, because you were focusing on different things. And now October, it's really going to balance you out really nicely, and it looks like this is exactly what you both needed. Okay, so now Cancerians, my beautiful babies, Now it's those of you that are actually single and ready to mingle. Okay, now those of you that are single, and I already said this is so significant, this is so important. Those of you that are ready to sing, those of you that are ready to single, no, those of you that are ready to, you know, to mingle, and those of you that are single, this is going to be absolutely brilliant. Maybe you wanted to do this before, maybe you felt ready to do this before, but it just wasn't the right time whatsoever. But now October is just coming in, and it's just going to be like a boom, boom, boom. It's just going to change everything. It's the energy you needed, it's the power you needed, it's the new direction that you needed. But it's not only about that. You just need to feel like you need to feel it, you know. We can't always wait like to feel perfect to do something, because we're never going to do anything. But in situations like this, when it comes to energy and things like that, this is all about that. It's all about energy accumulating itself and manifesting things that have been there for a really long time, part of you already, but you were just waiting for the right time. You're just waiting for the right moment. Emotionally, you weren't ready as of yet, but now the beginning of October, it is going to bring you the whole new page when it comes to you feeling emotionally ready. So nice for you Cancerians that are single. Okay, oh my goodness, you see, oh my lord. Okay, so this is exactly what I was saying. There is someone, my goodness, listen to me very carefully. Listen to me, I'm going to say this only once. You know? What was it, that comedy, I'm going to say this only once. Okay, now, this is just so important, because you've got a wheel of fortune now. Things are seriously about to start changing for you. My goodness, I don't even know how to explain this. The first part of October, you're already going to feel like, oh my god, like really great. And there is some kind of person already going to start manifesting in your life at around the first part of October. And I think this is really significant. You may not even know who this is just yet, but somebody will notice you. Somebody will be around you. Somebody will somehow be in touch with you without you even realizing. And also that is going to result in you actually kind of finding yourself in a situation where that is just going to come out of the blue. It's like you've got a wheel of fortune, so something really interesting is going to happen at the time when that very interesting thing happens to you. It's just going to blow your mind, it's going to blow your weight, and it's going to have something to do with something completely different. It's just your life in general, not to do with love necessarily. And then that particular situation that is going to arise is just going to make you to do a little energetic edit, which means that you're going to do something different, which means that you're going to do something bizarre, something a little bit different to what you normally would do. And that was the edit that you exactly needed to do in order to bring this wonderful person in your life, because there is someone very, very powerful going to come through. There is someone very powerful going to come forward. There is somebody going to manifest that is going to be very, very significant in your life indeed. You will feel the power, you will feel the energy once you get to know this person. At around the end of October 2018, that person is going to re-emerge again, and you will be in touch with that person. You will be able to feel that person. You will be able to sense that person. That person is going to help you a lot, because you will be motivated like you haven't been in a really long time. Maybe you were hurting, maybe it wasn't the right time, but this person is going to have the best positive impact on you, because you will get motivated to the point where you will understand and you will realize a certain stage of your life is coming to an end. It's over. You need to abandon it. Before you were like, oh no, and now you're going to be like, yeah, just go for it. And this is why this person is going to be so significant in your life, because it's going to bring you the whole new motivation, but also the realization about yourself, and about a certain abandonment you need to make. Okay, I really, really hope you liked my readings, my beautiful, beautiful Cancerians. I'm sending you brightest blessings, love and light. Have a happy October, have a happy Samhain on the 31st of October. If you call it Halloween, call it Halloween, whatever you call it, it's fine. It's going to be a great day. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.